For the first site, it worked, no problem. The second site, for some reason, it gives this error misdirected request. The client needs a new connection. Host name does not match the server name indication. And I actually asked Gemini about this problem, and the explanation of Gemini is that there are two SSL connections. So if we look at you're likely overcomplicating by handshake by having Nginx over HTTPS. So if we look at the configuration of Nginx, we have a proxy pass here. We have a proxy pass, and we are trying to receive this website with HTTPS from Apache 2. But Apache 2 is on the same host, on the same VPS. And it is not required to use HTTPS for the connection from Nginx to Apache 2, since they are in the same host. Nginx can manage the SSL certificates, and the connection from the browser to the Nginx can be secure SSL or HTTPS connection, but the connection from Nginx to Apache 2, it is better to keep it HTTP because then Apache 2 gets confused about the certificates, etc. So, something like this. So there are two solutions that are suggested by Gemini. This one, the path of least resistance fix, is to use HTTP instead of HTTPS in order to make the proxy. And this is the recommended solution. And this is the best one. And the next solution is to instruct Nginx to disregard SSL errors. So if there is an error, if there is an SSL error while connecting to Apache 2, don't mind or don't care or something like this. So let's try the second solution first, and then we will try the first one. So it's if you must use HTTPS between proxy and backend. Proxy is Nginx, backend is Apache 2. In this case, modify your proxy pass block and add these two lines. Proxy SSL server name on. Proxy SSL name host. So Nginx is also sending the domain to Apache. If we try these two lines, syntax is okay. Reload the configuration of Nginx, and now it works with this modification. But the best solution and the recommended solution is to use HTTP between the proxy and the backend. So let's do this one as well. So first of all, I am going to remove these two lines, and then here instead of HTTPS I'm going to use HTTP. But the HTTP is using the port 8080 on Apache 2. Apache 2 is receiving HTTP requests on the port 8080. So I'm modifying this proxy path instruction. And let me do it also for the first WordPress site. Now that I made this modification, I have to change also the configuration of Apache, because the default configuration, or the configuration that we did when we installed it first, is that HTTP requests are automatically redirected to HTTPS. We want to disable this. So here in this part here we are redirecting HTTP request to HTTPS. So I'm going to delete this block, and I will change this to 8080, the port to 8080. Or I can do it like this: delete this line, Control K. Control K is cutting, and also deleting. And also this is repeated: server name, server alias, document root is okay. And now this is HTTP. So these SSL instructions should be removed as well. Control K, Control K. And that's it. Now it is listening to the port 8080 for HTTP requests. Save, exit. Let me modify also the second WordPress site. Control K. And remove these SSL instructions. Save. Let me check the configuration of Apache 2. Test. It says syntax okay. So let me reload it. System control. Now go to the next window. I have the configuration of Nginx here. Check the configuration of Nginx or test it. Syntax is okay. Let me reload it. It is running. Now let me test the first site, reload. It is working, and also test the second one. It is working. So this is the recommended solution: to use HTTP instead of HTTPS between the reverse proxy and the backend server. And so I wonder why we get these warnings here. NC1 line 30. Let me see. First of all, this configuration is for IPv6, which we are not using. We are not using IPv6, so I can comment out this one. And also, it complains about this HTTP 2. Let me try to remove this. Okay, now we don't have this warning. It says syntax okay, etc. The test is successful. Now, last time we also started to look at some commands for checking the status of the system. For example, like top, htop, glances, system control. And another command is journal control. Journal control, and this is displaying log messages from the system, from the services, etc. And there are lots of them, many of them, but we can also filter them using some options and some parameters. We can try to filter these messages. For example, let me try this option K. I think these are it is displaying only the messages from the kernel with this K. So these are kernel messages. Let me look again at the help. K is for kernel messages. And let me try this command with options -b, -u, Apache 2, -r. This is -b here. And this is showing only the messages of, I think, service Apache 2 or user Apache 2. Maybe -r is in reverse order. Because I see here, for example, February 13, February 12, February 11. So -r is for reverse. And what is -b? Show current boot or the specified boot. And -u is for unit Apache 2. So this command is showing the messages for the unit Apache 2. Unit is a service in the journal control and systemd terminology. Unit is, for example, a service. This is reverse, and this is only for the last, since the last boot, maybe. Current boot or the specified boot. So this -b maybe is since the last boot of the system. So not all the historical messages, but since the last time it booted. And if I don't specify this option -b, we see this boot message here. So these are from the previous boots as well. Another boot message. So this is showing all the messages from this unit. And of course we have also used the log messages, which are in the directory var log. And one of the directories in one of the subdirectories in this directory is this journal. And I think this is where the journal messages are saved, or this is where they are stored. For example, let's have a look at this log file. We can use the command tail, you know it, to see the last messages, the last 10 messages. And in the directory, subdirectory nginx, for example, are the log messages from nginx, and in the subdirectory apache2 are the log messages from apache2. Also, we have the log messages from Let's Encrypt here. These are the messages that are shown by the command setBot when we request a certificate, but they are also logged in this log file. Now let's see how to backup a WordPress site, and then how to backup and restore a Nextcloud application. So first of all, let's go to the directory of the WordPress site. And before making a backup, what we need to backup? We need to backup the content of the database and the files of the WordPress application. The files are this directory. So this is the directory of the application files. But before making a backup of the database, we should stop the web server so that the backup is consistent. So when we do the backup, we don't want the web server or the application to write something on the database. So let us stop Apache2 first. And now we can make a backup of the database using the WordPress CLI command that we have seen before. WordPress, it has a subcommand db. So if we look at the help of this command, we will see this subcommand db, which is used to perform basic database operations. So we use WordPress db, and there is another subcommand, export. This export is going to export the content of the database, but usually it exports it to the standard output. But if we also given a file as an argument, it is going to save it to this file. Export it to db.sql. So here is the database export. So it is like an SQL script. First, it is dropping the table, and then it is creating a new one, and then it inserts data into. So this is the backup of the database. Now in this directory we have both the application files and also the backup. So if we make an archive of this directory, we have a whole backup of the WordPress website. So we just need to make an archive of this directory. Let's go on one directory above, and we can make an archive with the command tar. Create compressed archive file. Archive file will be named WordPress1.tgz, and the directory that will be included in the archive is WordPress1. This is the archive of this directory, which is the backup of WordPress.
Can I ask you one thing?
Sure.
And with the command WP, you are sure that WP1 is exported and not WP2?
Yes, we are sure that WP1 is exported because we are giving this command from this directory, from inside this directory, the directory of WordPress 1. And the way that this command works is that it is looking at the configuration file of this application. Where is the configuration file? Maybe this one. It is looking at the configuration file of this application, and in this configuration file there is the database name, database user, database password. So there are the details for accessing the database, and it is accessing the database of this application.
Okay, thank you.
And now that we finished the backup, we can start Apache 2 again. Now, this backup file, it is better to be stored somewhere else. For example, we can use secure copy to send it to another server where we are keeping the backups, or maybe with rsync or other tools to transfer it. Now, how do we restore this backup? Because if we make a backup, we also should know how to restore it. If we don't know, if we cannot restore a backup, then it is useless. First of all, let us destroy this website, and then we will restore it back from this backup archive. Let me check first that it is working. WordPress 1. Yes, it is working. Now I will go inside this directory again, and using the WordPress command, db, it has a subcommand drop. This will delete the database of this application. Are you sure you want to drop the WordPress 1 DB database? Yes. Now the database is deleted. I can delete this directory as well. And I can also check with MariaDB. And we see that only WordPress 2 is present. WordPress 1 has been deleted. And if we try to open the website, it does not exist anymore. Now let's see how to restore it. First of all, we will extract this archive. Extract. It has created this directory. In this directory, we have all the files of the application, but we also have the backup of the database in this file. So we can restore the database from this backup. And again, using the command WordPress db create. This is going to create a database according to the database settings on this configuration file. But this is an empty database, so we should also restore the content of the database, which is in this file. And we can do it very easily with WordPress db import db.sql. db.sql is the backup file here. Import it from db.sql. Now let me check MariaDB. It is here. Use WordPress 1 DB, show tables. The tables are present as well. Quit. Now let me check the website, and now the website is back. Now the steps that we followed to make a backup were not very complicated. They were actually very easy, but it is always better to list these steps in a simple script. So let us create a simple bash script for making the backup. WordPress 1 backup.sh. We start with shebang bin bash, and then we are going to stop Apache 2. Then go to the directory of the WordPress application. make a backup of the database. WordPress database export. Then go on the directory above and make an archive of the WordPress directory. And here I'm doing something that will also record the date of the backup in the name of the backup file, of the backup archive. .tgz. So what is this command? This command shows the current date and time, but with this format, year, month, day. So let me try it to another window. So it is giving this as a timestamp of the backup. So we are also appending a timestamp so that we know when the backup was made. And now we can move the archive file or we can say so. We are currently, we first switched to this directory, then we switched to the directory above. We are at the directory var www. And now we are moving the archive file to the home directory of the current user, of the root user, because we are running this as a root. And now just start the Apache 2 service again. Save. So they are just 5 or 6 steps, not very difficult, but still we can make a mistake when typing them, or we can forget something. If we don't have them written, maybe we can forget one step. When we include them in a bash script, then it is better because we don't make any typo, we don't forget any step, and so on. We are making executable this script, and now let us check it, let us test it. Now we have one issue, because at this prompt, when we type WordPress, it is actually an alias. So it is this alias, and this alias is not available inside the script. It is not present, but we can do something similar. I'm copying this highlighted text with Ctrl Shift and C, and let me edit this script again. And I'm going to define here, Ctrl Shift and V, this variable. So I'm defining this variable WordPress equal to this command. And now instead of the command WordPress here, I can use this. So this will be replaced by the shell with the content of this variable, which is this command here. So this is the equivalent of aliases in shell script. Instead of defining an alias, we can define a variable and use that variable where needed. So let's try it again. Let me remove this and this. And we see this backup here. One last improvement that we can do to this script is to make it more verbose. How to say? So if I use this -x, this is a bash option, -x, then it is going to show the commands that are being executed. And this makes more clear what the script is doing. And the backup is here. Now, for the restore, we can do the steps manually because we don't do restore. We don't have to do restore frequently. We do backup, for example, each day or each week. It is a frequent step, but restore is done once in a while. So we can also do it manually. It is not important to automate it. But also, we can write a small script to automate the restore process as well. Now let's move on to Nextcloud. So this is the directory of Nextcloud, and this is the directory of the data, where the files of Nextcloud manages are stored. Now the idea is the same here. We have to make a backup of the database, and we also have to make a backup of the data itself. And we can use the command OCC for some tasks. First of all, we can put the site in maintenance mode, or before starting the backup, we should place the website in the maintenance mode. Maintenance mode is currently enabled. It is in maintenance. And then we should backup the database. This is a Postgre database. And we can run a command like this. So we are switching to the user Postgres, and as user Postgres, we are running this command here. And the command that we are going to run as user Postgres is pgdump and then some options. The database that will be dumped, nc1db, and this is going to dump the database to the standard output, the screen, but we can redirect the standard output to a file. This is a dump of the Postgres database. And now we can make a backup of the whole directory. Create compressed file nc1.tgz, and inside this archive we are going to include this directory and also this one. This is a big directory. It has lots of files. That's why it is taking so long. So because we enabled the maintenance mode, we make sure that the backup is consistent. So there are no changes at the same time that we are making the backup. For example, the backup here takes, or making the archive takes, for example, 10 seconds or 15 or 20 seconds. And during this time, maybe some files may change if the site was working. So the backup would not be, might not be consistent. Now that so this is a big archive file, almost 500 megabytes. And this is a big directory, 100.3 gigabytes. Now let's disable the maintenance. And the site is back. Now let's see how to restore this backup file. Before restoring, we should stop Nginx. This is another way for disabling the website. Maintenance mode is good, but if we stop Nginx, this is even better. System control. And we can remove these two directories to erase the website. And in order to restore, we can extract the content of this archive.
One question.
Yes.
Right now, we are not in maintenance mode, right?
We actually removed the application at all. It is not a maintenance mode because Nginx is also stopped. And if we start Nginx right now, we can check the application does not exist because we removed this application directory.
Okay.
So let's stop Nginx again. And we can extract this archive. And the data directory and application directory are back. And if we look inside the application directory, we also have this database backup file. And we can restore the database from this backup file. We are running this command as user Postgres. And the command is psql database nc1db file or script. I'm going to use these double quotes because I'm going to use this shell expansion. So this print working directory will be executed as a command and will be replaced by the shell here instead of this. So I'm telling PSQL to execute this script into this database. I can also use the full path here, write it manually, like this. Like this. And it is executing the commands in this database script, which are restoring the database and the content of the database. And this site can be read. I refuse to connect. Let me try to restart Nginx. Okay, Nginx is stopped. We have to start Nginx. and we enabled maintenance mode. When did we enable it? Or maybe the restoring process just enables it automatically. But anyway, we can disable maintenance mode. Maintenance mode is enabled. And the website is back. So if we back up the files of the application and the content of the database, we have everything that we need to restore the application. Now, again, we can automate these backup steps with a simple script. But let's copy this script from the instructions. It is very similar to the previous one. We just include all the steps that we did manually into a simple bash script. Control Shift and V is pasting the part that was copied, and it has created this file here, nc1 backup. Let's make it executable. And let's have a look at it actually. And here we are defining this variable because the alias is not available inside this this script. And we need the command OCC to enable and to disable the maintenance mode. And then the rest is similar. Go to the directory of the application, make a backup of the database, and then make an archive of the directory of the application, and move the backup file to the home directory. Let us test it. It is creating this archive file here. It is this one. Actually, in this script, I've forgotten to include into the archive the data files. nc1, because we moved the data directory to another place. That's why. Otherwise, usually the data directory is inside this directory. So if we back up this directory, we have everything in the archive. And now let's say that we want to migrate to another VPS. So we have an application, WordPress application and Nextcloud application in this VPS, but we want to migrate it to another VPS, which has a different IP, for example. First of all, we have to change the DNS records so that the domain is now pointing to the new VPS, to the new server. And then the process of migration is just making a backup on the old VPS, transferring this backup to the new VPS, and then making a restore in the new VPS or the new server. So as simple as this. It is very simple. Just make a backup, change the domain to the to point to the other server, transfer the backup to the other server, and restore it there. So this is if the domain is the same. If we want to change, if the migration includes change in the domain name as well, then we should also be careful to change some settings. For example, in the Nextcloud application, we have the domain in the configuration file. So this is the domain of the website. If the domain has changed, we should modify this setting here after the migration, and also this setting here. Oops. Also this one here. Any other things here? Only these two. And for the case of WordPress, we have seen already these options. Site URL and home. If we migrate this WordPress application to another server and we also change the domain, then we have to modify these two settings as well, these two options. Now let's see also very quickly how to update and upgrade these applications, WordPress and Nextcloud. First of all, before making an update or an upgrade, especially for an upgrade, it is better, it is strongly advised to make a backup, because sometimes the upgrade may have some issues, some problems, and we should know how to restore, to revert back. And if we have a backup, we just restore from the backup and go back. Now let's stop Apache 2 first. We are going to update this WordPress site here. And now we can use the command WordPress. This is showing the version. So the current version of WordPress is 6.9.1. And we can use the command update. WordPress core update. WordPress is up to date. So we just installed it a couple of days before, so there is nothing to update. But if there was a new version of WordPress, then this command would update it to the latest version. And also there is this command update db. So besides the command update, we also should run this command update db. WordPress database already at the latest database version. And also we should update the plugins. WordPress plugin update all. Plugins already up to date. So actually there is nothing to be updated, and we should update the theme as well. WordPress theme update all, and then at the end WordPress cache flash, and then start Apache 2. And with 5 or 6 commands, we can do a complete update of WordPress. It is very easy, not difficult. For WordPress, it is something similar, quite easy as well. So we go to the directory of Nextcloud, and let us stop Nginx first. We see there is a directory here, updater, and there is this file updater.far. This file is PHP archive. It is like an archive of PHP files, or a collection of PHP files that can be executed. In order to execute it, we have to call PHP. PHP execute this file or this archive. But we have to run PHP with this updater as user www data, the user of Nginx. So we can do it like this: sudo user www data PHP, and then so we are running this command. We are running this command php updater.far as user www data. In this case, there is an update. Current version is 3.0.5, and the version 32.0.6 is available. Steps that will be executed: start update, yes. It is complaining about this file, which is unexpected. It does not expect this file. So let us remove this file and try it again. Yes. It is creating a backup by itself before starting the update, and maybe if something goes wrong, it can restore automatically. There. Should the OSS upgrade command be executed? Okay, let's execute the upgrade command as well. Keep maintenance mode active. It has activated the maintenance mode before starting the update. So it is asking now, keep it active. Okay, let's keep it active right now. Please execute maintenance mode off manually to finish the upgrade. Yes, we are going to execute this command, but first, actually the command OCC upgrade was executed by the previous command as well, so we don't have to do it again. But we can try to update all the applications, Nextcloud applications. OCC update all. This will try to update all the applications that are installed. There is only one application that needed an update, so it was updated. And also we can run this command OCC database add missing indices. Yes, I meant this one here. Commands provided by apps are unavailable. Okay, let's disable the maintenance mode. OCC let's try again this add missing indices, okay, and also convert database and we also have to start Nginx, the last step. It is stopped and we can start it. And let's try to check. Yes, it is running, and if we check the version, we will see that it is already at the latest version, 32.0.6. Okay, let's stop here for today, and we will continue tomorrow with Docker.